All right, today we're going to talk about 2 apps that you must have for your option and earnest money coming up. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hey, if you're a new agent or just thinking about getting into the real estate business, you may want to hit that subscribe button down below because I talk about real estate every week. Now this week, we're talking about a couple of apps that I think you should have, especially if you're dealing with clients that are out of town or even out of state. Now here in the state of Texas, once we get an executed contract, we have just a few days to get that option money and that earnest money in. Now, if you have a client, like I have a lot of clients that live way out of town or they live out of state, so collecting that earnest money and option money in that time frame is sometimes pretty difficult. So today we're going to talk about 2 apps that I use that really help me meet those deadlines. And the first app that we're going to talk about is ZoCam. ZoCam is for earnest money. Now in the state of Texas here, not every title company has this app, but if you look, there are a lot of title companies that are on this app here. So it's real simple. You download the app, put in your information. You send this app to your buyer client. So your buyer client opens up the app, they create an account, usually I think it's just with the email and their name. They create this account, so they go in there, they put in the property address that they're buying, and then they write out a check to that title company with the amount of the earnest money, and then they basically just take a picture of the front and back. Yeah, it's kind of like a bank mobile deposit. It's the same concept. Pretty simple. I just did this with the client about 5 minutes ago. He's never done it before. Sent him the app. He walked right through it and had it done within just a couple of minutes. So you just want to make sure that your clients make sure they have the address of the home that they're purchasing. I hope they have that already. And make sure they know what title company that you're using. So there'll be a list of title companies in there. Sometimes title company has 2 different locations, so make sure you have the right location on that. So ZoCam app is going to save you some time and money. Another thing to mention that is your buyer client will also receive a receipt that payment was sent, and then the title company will also receive it, and that happens like instantly. So make sure you follow up with the title company just to make sure that they receive it, and they'll receipt that contract in for you. I'll put some links down below so you can go download that app. Now another app that I just recently found out about from another agent that actually had an out-of-town client that had an option pay is called Go Option Pay, and this is for those option monies that are kind of difficult. Like I mentioned before, we're under time restraints once these executed contracts are up, and sometimes our clients are out of town, so we need a quick way to get that option money, and snail mail, not going to work. So it's pretty simple. Obviously you download the app, the buyer's agent enters in the contract information, just it's a few details to get the transaction started. Then it sends it to the actual buyer. The buyer pays the option payment online. They can use a Visa, MasterCard, different kind of cards there. And then it's sent to the listing agent. Now once the listing agent receives that email, you kind of click in there and you kind of do like a digital signature, and you put in your seller's information, so the name, email address. So you want to make sure you have that correct, and then that is sent to the sellers, and so they can collect their option money. And then it's receipted on the contract page, receipt page, which is pretty cool. So this one can be used on a mobile app and or desktop, so go check it out. I'll put a link down below on that one. So one thing you want to know about this one, if you're going to use this one, if you're going to use it one time, I think there's like a $5 charge, but you could sign up for like a yearly subscription. I believe it's $99. So if you have a lot of out-of-state, out-of-town clients, probably a good option for you. So that's how we're getting past this earnest and option money in this crazy time that we're living in and going through. So check them out. I'm going to put the links down below. Hey, thanks for hanging out. See you next time.